from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Derek Carr.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the point.
7-zip Vegas. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Taylor Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Wayne. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 10 touchdowns on the season. When anyone scored that many times, as a former defender, I know exactly what you're talking about before the game. Key on him. Don't let him get in the end zone today, guys. Let's keep him out of there.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Off play action. Wade looking for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He was trying to get it into Watkins, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Wade. This is caught, Watkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it. And oh, he coughed it up.
Derek Carr, sack.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at it.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to...
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brycen Hopkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's out right at the 25. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Wade. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Wade. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Hey, here we go. Out, out. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger, 19, go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Off the play fake. Wade. 23 yards the pickup there.
Complete to number 87.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. And when it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Carr again. He's got this to the tight end Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Check Mike. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Huh? 58, right over there.
Again, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Come on, QB, come on. Bobo's the mic.
Off play action. Wayne. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Off the play fake, Wayne. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw again. Carr looking left sideline, incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hey, we're good. 185. 58, it's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't...
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
35-yard line.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Renfro. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Danny.
Carr to throw again. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Wade. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Colts.
Off the play fake. Wade. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return, here's Agnew.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
Let's go, fella.
Down. Liking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Off play action. Wade. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. It's a gain of 35. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's into the clear. The 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They're going to give it to Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
That's overload.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Joe Schobert. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Wade. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, 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 hey.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set, Rocco 80. Here we go. Watch the shit.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Watch the pass.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's the party now. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. All day. All day.
To throw again. Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
We got 4. We got 4.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
And he knocks it through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he'll be brought down by the the Colts. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off play action. Wade. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Carr completes it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
I'm coming. 58, boys, 58, 58. Mike.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
58 is the Mike.
Double dog, that's the way. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Carr to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr, he'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays,
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Good. Makes the score Colts 63.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage there by Earl.
Off the play fake, Wade. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Not that time for Watkins. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Off play action, Wade. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And a Colts 1st down.
Off the play fake, Wade. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
Complete to Tyrell.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Raekwon McMillan. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Colts.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Wade. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Third down. 3rd and 4.
Off the play fake. Wade. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Today's final score.